everybody. I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan coming to you from the Storm Tracker Weather Center. We've seen a couple of pretty nice days across eastern Washington with abundant sunshine. I will say that yesterday I did believe clouds were going to filter in overhead, but we'd enjoyed the sunshine, and I don't think there's too many complaints about that. And as I'm going to be flipping the camera around just now, pardon my finger, we are once again seeing sunshine on this Wednesday. You can see those mostly clear skies in the Tri-Cities right now. I'm just going to back this up a little bit so you can get a better view of the screen. Sorry for adjusting that there. Yeah, we are looking at mostly clear skies in the Tri-Cities. First time in quite a while that we can say that we're seeing mostly clear skies in the morning. Even back to the last couple of days, we were looking at some morning clouds. Now, what I will say is that there are some big time changes coming, and of course we'll about that as we go throughout this weather segment. But before we get there, let's talk about today with the sunshine. Temperatures are going to be pretty nice. We're going to see low 50s in the Tri-Cities today. Look for low 50s in the Yakima Valley. Mid to upper 40s coming today in the Kittitas Valley, with mid 40s for the Blue Mountain foothills. Again, overall, a pretty nice day of weather coming our way on this Wednesday. Now, as we go into the next couple of days, the attention is going to be shifting to some of that active weather this weekend, and we're going to jump right into that right now. So we're going to be looking at pretty quiet weather conditions through at least Friday afternoon, but by Friday evening, here comes some of that precipitation. You can see that denoted with the green colors, and then some snow in the blues in the high terrain. Again, by the time we get to Friday evening, we will be looking at some of that precipitation, mostly looking at precipitation for the Columbia Basin and the Blue Mountain foothills for Friday evening. Now, as we progress into Saturday, we are going to be looking at more shower potential working in from the south, moving to the north. Widespread precipitation from Saturday afternoon through Saturday evening. Rainfall primarily for lower elevations, with some of that snow falling in the high terrain. As we go into Sunday, there is going to be a chance of more shower potential, or there's going to be the potential for some more showers, mainly for the Columbia Basin and in the Blue Mountain foothills. And then as we go into Monday, we're still going to have a fair amount of showers around. Something I really do want to note about Monday: the upper atmosphere is going to be pretty chilly by the time we get to Monday, so I'm not totally ruling out some light snowflakes or some snowflakes mixed in with some of the rain showers. I really want to caution, though, for any snow lovers out there, this is not going to be a big winter storm. Do not get your hopes up. We're just potentially going to see some rain and snow mix opportunities on Monday and Tuesday, but it is not going to be a big winter event. Let's talk about the snow levels as we go through the time period of interest from Friday through Monday. We're going to see snow levels at around 3,500 feet on Friday, falling down to 2,500 feet then on Saturday and Sunday, down to around 2,000 feet come Monday. This means that all of our mountain passes through both the Cascades and the Blues may see some snowfall this weekend. Now, this is not going to be a major winter storm, maybe unfortunately, because we certainly need the snowpack. Again, not a major winter storm by any metric, but there is going to be enough snow potentially to make roadways pretty slippery. So for more on that, we're going to jump right into our snow forecast. As we look at the snow forecast, this is going to be the end of day on Saturday, or I should say I'm stopping this at the end of day on Saturday. So this is the total snow accumulation from Friday evening through Saturday. And again, 3 to 5 inches of snow over our Cascade passes, maybe a couple of inches of snow over the Blue Mountains. So again, not a huge winter storm by any metric, but enough to make the roadways pretty slippery if you are going to be traveling through the high terrain for this holiday weekend. And as I am going to be advancing forward in time, we're going to stop this on Monday afternoon. Again, so Sunday and Monday, we will add a couple more inches of snow again for the Cascades and the Blues. Not a huge winter storm again by any metric. I can't reiterate that enough. Not a big winter storm. This isn't going to be a snow by the foot scenario, but if you are going to be traveling for this holiday weekend, you should at least be aware that snow through the high terrain is definitely something that you are going to watch out for, or you're going to want to watch out for. Now, I mentioned that it is unfortunate that we're not seeing one of these major snow by the foot systems because our snowpack is so low. Let's jump into the snowpack numbers now. I'm going to go to an external source. This is a kind of look at our current snowpack. In the Yakima Basin, we're only 43% of normal. And in fact, as we pull up the graph here, the red color is record low values, and the black line is where we're currently at. So you can see not too far off from record low snowpack at this time of year. And then as we look at parts of the middle Columbia, we're even worse. Again, the black black is where we're currently at. The red is record low snowpack. So we are right near record low snowpack for this time of year. So the fact that we're seeing some snow is certainly good. I'm not going to, or I should say that we need to kind of take what we can get right now, but it's not going to be one of those snow by the foot scenarios. This is definitely not going to be a storm system that totally replenishes our snowpack, unfortunately. So I'm going to turn the camera around again so I can look at you lovely people. So just kind of in summary to everything I just was talking about, I guess the camera's not going to turn around for me. Oh, well. Oh, there it is. Hello, everyone. Again, so just kind of a summary of what I was just talking about. Very nice day out there today. We're going to see those sunshine, and we're going to see some pretty mild temperatures too. Active weather as we go into the weekend. Not a whole lot of rainfall for lower elevations, but some spotty showers certainly in store. And then as we get towards Monday of Tuesday of next week, we cannot rule out maybe some snowflakes mixed in with the rainfall, but again, definitely not a big winter storm. And then for the mountains, we are going to be picking up several inches of snow, I would say, as we go through the weekend and into early next week. But it's not going to be one of those snow by the foot scenarios. Something I do want to note is that extended weather models still suggest that potentially towards the end of this month, we could be looking at maybe some pretty significant winter weather coming to the mountains. Again, that's in the far distant future. That's just what some models are suggesting. We really need to cross our fingers that maybe that does verify, because we need to start building up that snowpack before we do enter the spring and summertime seasons, because it is that snowpack that does provide water for those seasons. But again, that's just something to cross your fingers about, that we do see one of those major snow by the foot events as we get towards the end of February, because we're starting to run out of time of when those kind of events really are kind of possible. But again, for this weekend, we'll take what we can get. A couple more inches of snow coming to the Cascades and Blues. But for the meantime, today, another day of abundant sunshine, both west and east of the Cascades. West of the Cascades, the big Super Bowl parade for the Seahawks is taking place. And for those of us in eastern Washington, well, we can just enjoy it. So I'm going to flip the camera around one more time so you can get a good look outside of the beautiful Tri-Cities with that nice sunshine. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one, potentially on Friday. I would say likely on Fridays when I'm going to do another one of these. And then I will say that next Monday, I will be foregoing the YouTube Live. So probably on Friday, I'll be doing another one of these. And then I'll probably skip one on President's Day Monday because I have some other obligations. So anyway, see you guys. Have a good day.